Okay, we're going to start with the ground floor. I'll probably end up shooting two videos, one of the ground floor. This is the side entrance, and this would be your primary entrance. There's no garage on this property. I'll shoot you. You can see the agent actually leaving. But this would be your primary entrance. This would be your family room, for example. It's got a recessed ceiling. They really have stripped out a lot of things in this property, which is kind of stupid, but it is what it is. Very good cabinets in the kitchen, but of course no appliances. Here, which is facing east, I cannot open these doors because they do not have a key, but here's a little breakfast area right off the kitchen, which is actually pretty nice. To the right are, this is the back of the house facing west, and this is where you have most of the damage. It looks like there was a roof leak, which we'll probably see on the second floor. It looks a lot worse than what it is, but that's something to me, and this is, you can see mold setting in, but that's something that can be repaired, depending on the price. Before we go outside, I'll just do a quick tour of this was the dining room. When I had the listing, the two guys who actually own this property did a pretty decent job. It made this house into a pretty formal house. You can see where they put a marble inlay. Somebody kind of stripped I'll zoom in for the fireplace. Somebody stripped it. It looks like you had a marble piece that was stripped out. A big issue here, other than the water damage, is that the floors in the living rooms have buckled, and this is probably due to at some point not having an AC. It's usually heat that will make these floors buckle. That's what it appears to me, but that's something that can be, again, plays into the cost. They have one bedroom on the ground floor, which is actually pretty nice, which is something pretty desirable. And again, this is facing east. And then they have a full bath with a shower. And again, it looks like somebody stripped out a lot of the hardware. See, at one time they made this into a pretty formal home. This is kind of cool. They put these marble inlays. And this is your main entrance. This is the entrance this is what you would see when you actually enter the house. So it's pretty formal. And this would be the living room. I don't know if you can see the video. I'll see if I can get an angle where you can see the floors are buckled. I'm not too sure the video can capture that, but you can see here you go. You actually can see where the floor was raised. but it buckled right in the center. But again, you know, a floor guy who knows what he's doing can repair that. This is, again, the west side of the living room. Now we're going to look at the pool area. When I had the listing, I mean, this looked like a little oasis. I'll just walk to the corner. You have beautiful foliage all the way around. It's a pretty good sized pool. Obviously, the bank is not maintaining this property very well. This is kind of neat. You have an outdoor fireplace. Of course, when I was here, they had an outdoor grill, which obviously somebody removed. So, again, that's something. And at some point, you had a jacuzzi that was actually working. That's kind of tucked up. This is the pump, and the pool equipment is underneath the deck. Now I'm walking towards the apartment. You have a small, basically one-bedroom apartment. This is the exterior door. It faces 35th Street, so you actually could park there and then enter the house. Very attractive. It's sort of French provincial design. When they his mortgage, by the way, on the property was $1.8 million. So the bank is taking a pretty big hit on this one. Those poor banks, right? Now I'm going to walk in. This is the entrance to the little apartment. It's actually connected. Let's see if I can get some lights on. There we go. So this is electrical panels. This is a little utility room. You could have a washer and dryer here, and again, this is right off the kitchen. This is your AC unit. This hot water tank is actually for the apartment. Looks like it's in pretty bad shape. And this is the little studio apartment, which is kind of neat. I guess you would be using this as your bedroom. And then you have a small little kitchen in here. And it looks like there's some damage. Looks like some water damage in this bathroom, so that would have to obviously be looked into. And this would be the sort of living room in the apartment.